Have you ever asked yourself, why did I do that? Every decision you make, every action you take comes from one of two places: your ego or your higher self. Your ego is the mask you wear to navigate the world. It craves validation, recognition, and control. It identifies with your physical body, your status, and the opinions of others. Your higher self, also known as your soul, is something deeper. It is the core of who you truly are: wise, compassionate, and connected to something greater than yourself. The question is, which one is running your life? Today, let's explore 7 key ways to recognize whether you are being led by your ego or your higher self, and how to shift toward a more fulfilling, purpose-driven life. 1. Motivation. What drives you? Think about what motivates you each day. Are you driven by the pursuit of wealth, status, or approval? Or do you find purpose in personal growth, creativity, and kindness? Psychologist Abraham Maslow described this difference in his hierarchy of needs. Your ego is concerned with survival and social validation, while your higher self seeks self-actualization, the fulfillment of your potential. When you stop chasing validation and start focusing on what truly fulfills you, you step into alignment with your higher self. 2. Self-image. How do you see yourself? Do you define yourself based on how others perceive you, constantly worrying about approval? Or do you stay true to your authentic self even when it's difficult? Researcher Brené Brown emphasizes that true confidence comes from wholehearted living, embracing your imperfections, being vulnerable, and staying true to who you really are. Your ego thrives on external validation. Your higher self knows that self-worth comes from within. 3. Emotions. How do you handle feelings? When negative emotions arise, do they control you? Does anger, jealousy, or fear dictate your actions? Or do you process your emotions with awareness and compassion? Psychiatrist Judith Orloff explains that ego-based emotions are often rooted in fear and insecurity, while higher self-emotions stem from love and understanding. By acknowledging your emotions without letting them define you, you can cultivate inner peace and emotional resilience. 4. Relationships. What kind of connections do you build? Do you approach relationships seeking validation, control, or personal gain? Or do you form genuine connections based on trust, empathy, and mutual growth? Psychologist John Wellwood describes ego-driven relationships as ones based on fear and self-protection, while higher self relationships prioritize honesty, vulnerability, and deep connection. When you release control and embrace authenticity, your relationships become stronger, healthier, and more meaningful. 5. Decision-making. What guides your choices? When making decisions, do you act out of fear, competition, or personal gain? Or do you follow intuition, wisdom, and a desire to serve others? Spiritual teacher Marianne Williamson explains that ego-driven choices often stem from scarcity and insecurity, while higher self decisions come from love and abundance. The more you trust your inner guidance, the more aligned your actions become with your true purpose. 6th, mindset. How do you define success? Do you see success as something outside your control, dependent on luck or social status? Or do you believe success comes from growth, learning, and inner development? Psychologist Carol Dweck describes this as the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Your ego believes success is limited, something only a few can achieve. Your higher self knows success is limitless, a journey of continuous learning and self-improvement. 7. Perspective. How do you view the world? Do you see the world in black and white, constantly judging what is right or wrong? Or do you embrace openness, curiosity, and compassion? Psychiatrist Mark Epstein explains that the ego sees the world as separate and competitive, while the higher self sees interconnection and unity. When you release the need to control everything, you begin to see life as a journey, not a battlefield. Final thoughts. Now that you've learned the key differences between the ego and the higher self, ask yourself, which one is leading your life? Your ego will always be there. It's part of being human. But when you learn to recognize its voice and choose a different path, you begin to live from a place of truth, purpose, and inner peace. So, what will you choose? Let's continue the conversation in the comments. Are there moments when you've noticed your ego taking control? And how do you reconnect with your higher self? If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More insightful content is on the way. Thank you for watching. And remember, you are more than your ego. You're something far greater.